Hey y'all, so I did a reading for y'all last night, well, earlier this morning. So it's a pick a card reading, and I put it on the community tab so you can look and see which one y'all want to pick. And it came from the Sacred Destiny deck, and it's three piles, right? So the first pile was the Tiger's Eye pendulum. The second was a Psychic Protection Stone. And the third is green. I can never pronounce it right. Antarine. Shoot, I don't know. But it's green, y'all see? Alright. So take a minute and decide which pile you want. The first pile, the second pile, or the third pile. And we're going to start with the first pile. And there's three cards from the Sacred Destiny deck I picked. One from the Soul Truth, and this one has two from a message from the universe got your back. So the first one got focus, illumination, and adventures. And the message you got from the Soul Truth deck is, what if it was easy? It doesn't have to be hard. Oh, let me turn this TV down. I'm sorry. It doesn't have to be hard. Call in the universe, the stars, the angels, and all the powers. Find a solution. Would you take the next step if it were easy? It's time to expect ease. Call in grace. Receive guidance. You are supported. Today's soul action. List 10 possible ideals for your soul current calling. Lean into ease. It's here. You just have to say yes to it. And the message you have for the first one from the universe have your back is, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. It's an owl. The universe has your back is just like some good messages. So I'm going to read the three cards in Sacred Destiny, which the first one was focus. And it's a wolf. No, I'm sorry. It look like a leopard or something in the snow, and it's a mountain. Mountains traditionally represent transcendence and spiritual evolution. They also symbolize rising above mundane situations and reaching greater heights. The snow at the peak represents pristine clarity. Mountains, peaks are often the destination of spiritual pilgrimages. Many cultures believe that the tops of mountains were the resting points of the gods and celestial beings. The sacred landscape wants you to know, when you focus on what it is that you pull to you, put your attention on that which is worthwhile. Concentrate on one desire. Direct your intent to one thing, rather being scattered in many directions. When your thoughts and actions are unfocused, it dilutes and diminishes your forward movement. It is much easier to gain results when you are concentrating on one path. Gather your inner resources with intensity, and passion. Go forward and upward, and you'll see results. This is also a card for spiritual transcendence and traveling to higher realms. To stay focused and elevate your higher consciousness, you're close to the heavenly realms. So focus on what you want. Don't be scattered. Know that you have to have a clear path to where you want to be. You have to know, like, your direction. Then you got illumination. And it's just like a lake. And it looks like maybe like the moonlight or something is like illuminating over the water. Illumination. As the sun rises over the far mountains, mist began to swirl upward, illuminated by the golden radiant rays of morning light. So that's the morning light. In many traditions, the mist symbolizes what is called the mystic veil, which represents an entrance point into the unseen realms in ancient and native cultures. Mists are associated with mystical and magical inner dimensions. Mist in mountains represents higher states of consciousness. So it seems like whoever picked this number one is going higher into their spirituality. The upward spiraling mist rising in the mountains suggests that those in the realm of spirit, your spirit protectors, ancestors, and guardians are close at hand, assisting you in your upward journey of illumination. They are protecting you and supporting you. Your spiritual life is expanding by leaps and bounds. Even if you can't see what's ahead, spirit is close at hand. If you draw this card, trust your heart and what you feel more than what you see and what you think. You will be guided into the wondrous direction. And the last one is adventures. So on the spiritual journey, you're going to be going on some adventures. And it's like, it's a bird in the midst of like a tropical forest or something. So that's adventures. Symbolically, water usually relates to emotions. Moving water is moving and fluid emotions. It represents letting go and releasing water. It represents spirituality. And moving water can represent spiritual rejuvenation, regeneration, and renewal. Water falling from a great height, such as a lofty waterfall. So it's a waterfall behind the bird. You see the waterfall behind the bird. Intensifies every meaning of the meaning of water. The power of the moving water doesn't allow life to be stagnated. Its activities, new experiences, adventures. The sacred landscape wants you to know something exciting is around the corner. You are entering a new frontier filled with expansive energy. Begin to look at your world in new and different ways. Something that you thought was mundane or someone who you may have overlooked will open a door to new opportunities, bigger, bolder way of living. Be willing to see the world around you in new ways. Don't be lulled into complacency. This card appears when you are ready to remove your blinders and take action, so life doesn't become stagnated and lackluster. It also signifies incredible spiritual attachment, spiritual voyages. So number one, you pick number one. Spiritually, you about to go some places. You about to elevate in your spirituality. Remember that your ancestors and your spirit guides are with you, and that you're going to be going on some adventures. So trust and make sure you know that you don't put the work in, and it's time for you to elevate in your spirituality. So that was number one. Number two was the psychic protection stone. And you got 3 cards from the deck. I'm going to tell you what that is, and I'm going to give you your messages. So first from the universe got your back. You got, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. And that's like a firefly or something. So I always trust the direction of the universe and know that I'm being guided. And for the soul truth message, where am I with my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? What will it take for me to feel well? If my body could talk, it would say blank. Feed your body what it needs to feel nourished. Appreciate and love. Make some new exciting goals to take your health to the next level. And the soul, in the sacred destiny, you got pleasure. Pleasure, and it's like a awning, like a thing where you go up underneath it, and it's a path and like a wheel, like a forest or something. A little thing you walk up under, and that thing right you see right here is like a path. So you got pleasure, trust, and openness. So let's go with pleasure. And this is number 2. I just want to do some messages for y'all, like some, some regular stuff. See if it'll help some people. I almost forgot what it was. Pleasure. Okay. Here we go. Pleasure. Meadows are usually open, sunny places where Flora and Fiona thrive and flourish. They are heavens as the trees surrounding the meadow offer protection and shade for the grassy area. Traditionally, these are associated with openness, gentle calm, and relaxation. They are places where the weary traveler can stop and rest, renew their spirit. A meadow is a place where people as well as animals gather and enjoy simple pleasures of life. So I guess it's like a meadow. Yeah, that's like a deer up there, but you probably can't really see. But it's a meadow. And then I guess that little awning is where people go to like gather. The sacred destiny wants you to know, savor your life, each and every part of it. Take pleasure in slowing down and experiencing each of your senses. Taste your food with full gusto. Inhale the scents of the world around you. Enjoy the colors and textures of your life. This is a truly a stop and smell the roses card. Embrace your sensuality. Move in a languid way. Let pleasure be your password into every intimate part of your life. Allow your life to be less about being productive, more about enjoying each moment with varied and radiant energy will flow through you in all directions of your life. So they want you to stop and smell the roses, appreciate what is around you, and know that your life is blessed with a lot of stuff. So they want you to appreciate your life. Then we got openness. No, we had trust. And it's like a moon. It looked like sand on a beach and a palm tree. There you go. Trust. Remember, this is number 2. So it's a desert vision. The desert seems parched and devoid of life, yet it is to the desert that spiritual sojourners go to gain messages from the Creator. Traditionally, the desert is a place of spiritual cleansing, renewal, and profound healing visions. Just as a desert terrain can fill our souls, they also nourish land thousands of miles away. For example, the Sahara Desert and the Amazon rainforest are great distances from each other. One is a vast dry area of sand and scrub, while the other is a moist, lush, and green, and yet they are connected. Annually, thousands of tons of nutrient rich dust from the Sahara crosses continents in the upper atmosphere and deposits vital phosphorus and other minerals to the Amazon, which is needful of those to exact nutrients. The sacred landscape wants you to know this is a powerful and important card to receive. Even when the things seem parched or not fruitful, a deeper energy speaks of the power of your inner knowing. Meditate. Trust these nudges from the universe. Your celestial advisors are close now. You are now open to receive some of the most important messages of your life through your intuition. Your intuition is spot on, so trust it. And even if there are some areas of your life that seem lackluster, know that other areas are being fertilized for a resplendent future. Have faith and know that there's a higher purpose. So they want you to remember to appreciate your life and know that even when things don't seem right, but you gotta have faith and know that you have a higher purpose and to listen to your intuition because it's spot on. Okay. And then you got openness. So it's a powerful and important card to receive that one. Remember that even when things not what you think, that things are still getting turned around. So trust your intuition. Remember that. Openness. Openness. The secrets of the moon. The cycles of the moon affect every aspect of your life. The I don't know, I can never say this word. The, the silico magnetic pull regulates the tides as it acts on our planet waters. The moon even affects the monthly cycles of a woman. It is no accident that a woman's cycle and the cycle of the moon are approximately the same amount of time. In native cultures, when women lived in nature, it was not uncommon for them to menstruate during the new moon and ovulate around the full moon. It was believed that the menstruation was the time that a woman had to be still, put her everyday labors aside, and renew. For all people, the dark of the moon was a time to incubate ideals, watch nocturnal dreams for signs, and be still. In modern life, we as a culture don't honor these nocturnal cycles often enough, and as a result, our lives are usually bereft of the important times of rejuvenation. The sacred landscape wants you to know when you receive this card, Be open to receiving signs. Be still. Do nothing. Be open. Breathe. Relax completely and thoroughly. Incubate your dreams for the future. If you are trying to make a decision, take the time to watch for the signs and listen to the whispers of the universe. Watch your dreams for messages regarding the situation. Become the sacred watcher. Observe life as it unfolds rather than becoming engaged in it. Be open to what the universe has in store for you. Be receptive to the messages for your soul. This card also can be the bringer of a sacred wonders into your life. Miracles can show up in any ways you didn't expect. So I think number two is more like you need to slow down, listen to your inner self, trust yourself, understand like even when things are not looking the way that you want, they still are getting fertilized. They're still, is working for your good. Trust your instinct. Number two is slow down, pay attention, and understand that you have to pay attention to the signs and the messages. We got number three. We got there is a stream of love supporting my dreams. There's a stream of love supporting my dreams. That is the message from the universe got your back. And from the soul truth, on whom I am placing blame right now. A person who blames others has not begun their lesson. A person who blames themselves has begun their lesson. A person who blames no one has finished their lesson. Wow. Let me read that again. A person who blames others has not begun their lesson. A person who blames themselves has begun their lesson. A person who blames no one has finished their lesson. Take responsibility. On whom are you placing blame right now? Today, free yourself by releasing all victimhood, blame, and resistance. It don't belong where you are going. Only love and courage live there. Make a choice to do it, even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart, and you will be led. Wow. And there's a stream of love supporting my dreams. Okay. So the cards I got for number three was opportunity, potential. It's a dark card. Like a mountain with some type of clouds or something. And we got fulfillment. It's number three. Opportunity. Moon through pine trees. That's the moon through the pine trees. An occasional owl hoots, and the song of a solo coyote punctuate the stillness in the forest as a traveler walks through the pines. Light from a waxing moon filters down the canopy of the needles and cascades across the forest floor. Sometimes the trees obscure the moon, but sometimes its illumination clearly shows the path ahead. Pines are one of the most ancient plant genre and on the planet. They have existed nearly 3 times longer than all flowering plant species because most pines stay green all winter. They traditionally represent longevity, immortality, fertility, health, and abundance. The moon in her glow represents the feminine and receptive side of life. Just as the moon receives and reflects the light of the sun symbolically, the moon represents receiving the goodness of the universe flowing to you. The sacred landscape wants you to know gifts from the universe are ready to cascade into your life. Abundance, health, longevity, vitality, and joy and flowing to you gently and easily in the days ahead. There may be times when the goodness of the life feels like it is ebbing and flowing rather than being a steady stream of fulfillment. This is similar to the moon peeking through the pine trees for a moment or two. But as you stay open and receptive, and physical and emotional gifts will come into your life. Instead of bemoaning the fact that there isn't a steady and constant stream of joy and gifts from the universe, accept what you receive in a spirit of gratitude, and your bounty will increase tenfold. This is the universal law. Always be thankful and humble and have gratitude, okay? And we got potential. Volcano at rest. That's what it is. That's what's so dark. It's a volcano at rest. You can't barely see it. Volcanoes erupt in places where the earth plates meet and where there are cracks through which lava emerges, either explosively or by flowing more slowly down a cinder cone. Even when a volcano is at rest, there's always the possibility of huge eruptions. Its potential of great power. There are very few things that the planet more commanding than an erupting volcano. The archetype personality of a volcano is one of a wild, unpredictable, and formidable energy. The sacred landscape wants you to know this card appears when you are ready to activate your potential and step into your strength. This is the time to activate those gifts that you have had on the back burner in your life. You have incredible untapped potential. This is the time to allow it to flow, an inner wellspring of power emerging. You have the profound spiritual power that is deep within you. Do not doubt your great authority and capabilities. A dormant volcano might indicate that you have uncomfortable emotions you are repressing and keeping inside, creating emotional stress and inner pressure. It can also mean that you are on the verge of a great expansion of energy and life force. So, you got something dormant lying inside of you. You gotta trust, understand that you about to be on the, you about to get something that's going to. It's time for you to let it out. Like whatever's laying dormant inside of you, like you got great potential. It's coming to fruition. Then you got fulfillment. Latin peach tree. It's a Latin peach tree. So once your volcano that's been trying to get up out of you, your power that's been laying there dormant, you got fulfillment coming. The peach tree blossoms early and becomes because of this. The peach tree blossoms early, and because of this, it is often a symbol of spring and the renewal of life. It's also the Chinese symbol of happy marriage and fertility. In some traditions, it stands for immortality. Ripe peaches also portend fertility and great fulfillment in Korean traditions. The peach represents happiness, riches, honors, and longevity. In the Renaissance, the peach represented the heart and love and speaking the truth from one's heart. Fulfillment is at hand no matter what it is occurring in your life. Put your attention on what is splendid, pleasurable, and luscious. Find bliss in the moment. Love fully, deeply, without hesitation. Cherish your friendships. Fill your life with people, experiences, and places that give you delight. Let go of the people and the things that you feel. Let go of the people and the things that don't feel empowering and that drag your energy down. You are no longer need to put the needs of others ahead of your own needs. If you have any health issues, a ripe peach recipe represents a return of better health. Savor your life and gusto and with grace and experience and embrace life. And also, it's permutations. If you want to conceive a baby or a new project or start a new relationship, this card is an excellent omen for great outcomes. All right, so this last number three, you got opportunity coming, ideas or potential that's been laying dormant is about to give birth, and you're gonna get your fulfillment. So I hope that these three cards, sets of cards, if you pick them, it helps, with some questions you may have had, or just for fun, some type of direction, or it could have answered some questions, or maybe that's the way you've been feeling. Anyway, in 2022, we are no longer going to be holding on to stuff that's holding us back. We going to be letting stuff go, moving forward. Believe me, I've been helping people, and some of my friends have came to me this week, asked me for some readings, and it was beautiful. So if y'all need some guidance, if you need some readings, let me know, because my readings often resonate really well for people and it helps them. So let me know. I love y'all. I'll be back soon, and I'm thinking of some other stuff to do. Plus, we're trying to do something right. We gonna get a little bit deeper too. Love y'all. Bye bye.